Hello, it's Joe, Dr. Joe, and today is Thursday. Can't believe it's Thursday already. Last time I posted was on Tuesday after my 3-mile walk, and my crawl, 120 yards, and doing backward stuff. And since then, I've been sleeping a lot. Yesterday, I did 1-mile walk, and I worked out in the pool. This morning I got up, it was really hot. I did a fast walk for 1 mile, and then I did a very aggressive swim in my brother's pool for at least 45 minutes. And I'm finding that does really, really great for me. It's really hot and humid today, so I don't think I'll be getting out. But I've been sleeping a lot. Seems that when I really push myself, my body requires a lot of sleep. The other thing that I've been doing is I've been in ketosis, right? So I'm in metabolic ketosis, and I also take a supplement for ketones. So the supplement I take is by a company called Prove It, all right? So I take therapeutic ketones. This, instead of my body making the ketones, it puts ketones right into my bloodstream, and they go right to my brain, and ketones for the brain are tremendous. They're healing. You can get it from a company called Prove It Now. My site is docjoe, DOCJOE .proveitnow.com. All right, you can order different flavors, different combinations of caffeine, gluten-free, dairy-free, and so forth. The formula I get is gluten-free and dairy-free. It's chocolate swirl. I actually like it. I put lemon juice in it, mix it with water, and it tastes great. And then I get the therapeutic ketones inside me. It also has potassium in it, magnesium, and it also has some amino acids: L-taurine, L-tyrosine, L-arginine, and L-leucine. And then some other flavorings that are stevia, caffeine, ascorbic acid, all right? So it is an excellent supplement for ketones, all right? Because it's hard getting into ketosis. It's hard staying in ketosis. Now, what is ketosis? Ketosis is when your body burns fat, it creates ketones. When it burns protein, it creates glucose. If you take in carbohydrates of any kind, you're going to have glucose, right? So in a ketogenic diet, you get 10% of your calories from carbohydrates, you get 25% protein, and then 65% is fat in your diet. So how do I get fat? Well, I get fat from egg yolk, bacon, dairy products like cheeses, and olive oil, coconut milk. So there's a lot of ways to do it. Being on a ketogenic diet, or learning or teaching your body how to be in ketosis, is really, really hard. On a practical basis, it takes you a while for your body to start to produce ketones, and it takes a while for your body to be on basically a fat burning mode. So why do I take it in the supplement form? Is because I go into ketosis right away. If I get off my diet, it keeps me in ketosis, burning ketones, because it's good for my brain, especially since I have damage to my brain through stroke. I've also had 2 severe concussions from auto accidents, and so that can cause a lot of problems, okay, with my glucose metabolism in my brain cells. Now, ketosis is good for mitochondria, and mitochondria are parts of cells. It's an organelle, which means that it's a part of a cell that has its own DNA. and it's the only organelle within a cell that has its own DNA. So it's very important for energy production and maintaining the strength and integrity of a cell. A nerve cell or a neuron has many mitochondria to keep it running, because nerves are very energetic. They're always firing and sending signals from one to the next. So ketosis is really important for the brain. I've used it with children, especially children that are autistic. They have seizure activity, or they have too many stims. It helps to settle the brain down, and it's good for seizures because it takes seizures away or calms the brain down so you don't have seizure activity. Ketones are good for weight loss, they're good for your skin, they're good for autoimmune diseases. So ketogenic diets have become very popular now. There's a lot of talk about it, but nobody knows really how to do it right. When you first start doing a ketogenic diet, you'll get what they call a keto flu. That's because your cells don't know how to process ketones. They got to learn. They got to learn the process, and they got to create the enzyme systems and the cellular chemicals that will create ketosis. The other thing about ketones is you don't need insulin. You don't need insulin to stimulate absorption of glucose into a cell. You don't need insulin for ketones to enter a cell. Ketones enter the cell automatically. And there's a lot of talk about aging or anti-aging. And I know I look 20 years younger than I should, but yeah, I think that's just my genes. But ketones are less stressful on cells because they don't produce reactive oxygen species, which are oxidants. That's why we take antioxidants all the time to protect ourselves. So why don't we lower the cell's need for antioxidants? The other thing that ketones do is they rebuild your genetic material. We all talk about telomeres, the end of your genes, and the ends of the genes will degenerate over time when you have a lot of stress on a cell. So telomeres regenerate with ketones. So ketones are just good for the body. They're good for you. And from my experience, I know that when you use an exogenous source or a source nutritionally for ketosis, that it's easier for you to get into ketosis through diet. So it helps with weight loss. I went in at 210 pounds, the hospital on May 23rd, and we're now in July, and I've lost a lot of weight. I don't weigh myself. I just know that I'm getting rid of my gut, So I got a man gut. A man gut is not a good thing, right? It's not good for your health. The deep visceral fat, which is below the muscles of the abdomen, can destroy your health more than anything else. So I have metabolic syndrome. I'm pre-diabetic. So lowering my glucose in my diet or lowering my carbohydrates is a good thing. And it's an even better thing when I take the product from Prove It. Now, there's a lot of products out there, okay? I always do my research. This is the best product. So, try it. Go to my site, docjoe, DOCJOE, .pruvit, PRUVIT, now, NOW.com, and get your therapeutic ketones. Since the year 2000, my experience is the number of chronic diseases, the number of patients coming in with obesity, the number of patients that are developing diabetes, it's a serious thing. The number of kids that are developing developmental disorders, it's really serious. And if we paid attention more to our diets, we eat more fruits and vegetables, lean cuts of meat, fatty meats that are pasture raised, okay, that we would have a healthier society, and we have less of the chronic illnesses and chronic diseases that are taking place now. So, for me and my rehabilitation, it's ketogenic diet. I can see it working. It's helping my brain function better. It's helping my rehabilitation. I'm coming along really quick. I also fast a couple times a week. I do a 24-hour fast. So tonight I end dinner as my last meal around 6, 7 o'clock. And then I don't eat until 6 or 7 o'clock the next day. And I do that twice a week. So I do 2 days of 24-hour fasting. And when I'm fasting, I take my ketones. I drink a lot of water. And that is going to help rehabilitate my brain. Now, why is rehabilitation important, okay, in stroke or concussion or any neurodegenerative disease of the brain or the body? It's because your nerves, once they've been damaged, need stimulation. So the science of neuroplasticity says that stimulation causes an increase of connectivity in the brain. And the proper stimulation that's specific to the damaged area will create fibers or collaterals that will go around the damaged area and make new connections. So I've been doing that with my rehab. I've been doing a variety of things: swimming, walking. I've been doing lateral movement. I've been doing ball play. I've been bouncing balls. I've been doing things that will reconnect my brain. And I've been doing things nutritionally that will cause my brain to be healthier, that'll be better, and reconnect sooner than later, okay? So this is a journey that I didn't plan on taking, but it's here now, and I'm aggressively pursuing as many avenues I can to come back. And I think I am doing fantastic. 7 weeks out. I'm going to 8 weeks next Tuesday. I'm going to Florida the week after to do advanced reconnecting of my brain at one of the most fantastic clinics in the world, Plasticity Brain Centers. I'm having an exam done by Dr. Ted Carrick, one of the best functional neurologists in the world, or not the best functional neurologist in the world. There's no one who can compare to Ted Carrick. And I saw Dr. Mike Gudataria in New York, in Plainville, New York. I was there for 2 weeks. As soon as I get back from Florida, I go back to Dr. Mike's center. It's called the Center for the Innovative and Integrated Therapies. And it's a great place. I get hyperbaric oxygen. I get nutritional therapies through IV. I get brain mapping. I do PT. I do some more fun stuff with the PTs up there. Jarek and Lori are great physical therapists. They have a lot of great ideas, and we put our heads together to create a program for me in which I get better. So being ill sucks. It's the worst thing that you could ever do, is allow yourself to be ill. So every time you're ill, or any time that someone diagnoses you with a disease, there's always something that you can do through diet, nutrition. There's always alternative therapies that have proven to work splendidly in bringing your body back from chronic illnesses and acute illnesses. So take it from me, in my journey to come back 110% is something that we're doing. So my cousin Joe Walsh, we love going up to Lake George, New York, up in the Adirondacks. So Joe visited me in the hospital, came to see me, and Joe, he's such a great cousin. I'll tell you what, I got great cousins. They're like brothers and sisters to me, and it's just amazing what they've all done for me and helped me out with. So Joe was there in the hospital. And he's saying, "Okay, Joe, let's get you out of here and get you rehabilitated. We'll do the 200-mile relay in the Adirondacks. It's usually at the end of September. So we need a team of 12. So I think we're going to be doing it, all right? So I'm going to get my running shoes back on, and we're going to do a relay, 200-mile relay with 12 individuals. We're going to relay through from Lake Placid to Lake George to Saratoga. Some of my favorite scenery and views are at Lake George and Lake Placid and the Adirondacks. So I called them today. I didn't get a hold of them, but I'm going to take on that challenge. All right? So a year from September, I'm going to be doing some running. We're probably doing 3 legs of maybe 10 miles, okay? I either fast walk it or I'll run it. So we'll see what happens. But it's going to be a great challenge, and then we'll be healthy by then because I'm going to be in ketosis the whole year, all right? And I'll be taking my supplement, my ketogenic supplement, Keto OS, from Prove It Now. And I keep moving forward, all right? Thanks, everyone. Love you.